Told you that there is not one, but 2 frameworks that when I added them to my presentations, not only did people stick around to the very end of my presentations, not only did they stick around, not only did they have a higher level context of the conversation we were going to have, so they had a lot of buy-in, a lot of excitement, but also when I added these 2 frameworks to my presentations, the conversions went through the roof. Now, usually with the type of products that I'm selling, there's an industry standard of like 3% conversions. It's pretty good, pretty solid, but I was seeing 10 and 15% conversions on average. And I attribute them to these 2 frameworks. Now, why are frameworks so important in my eyes? For a couple of reasons. Number 1 is when you are passionate and you have a lot of information to share, a lot of knowledge, a lot of lessons, your information can fly everywhere. Or you're just throwing the best of the best of what you got at your peeps, and it's not really landing, it's not tangible, it's not concrete. They can't see the bigger picture. And so when you can start to convey and communicate in a way to where your message is more solid, is more clear, not only to yourself, but your ideal audience, more transformation can be had. And where once I was just trying to paint this picture for the transformation and you're going to be changed, your business is going to be growing, and things are going to be amazing. I was putting a lot of emphasis on the transformation, which is a huge, important part of messaging of your offers of your business when you're a coach, a course creator, consultant. But if your peeps don't have a great understanding and start to see exactly how they're going to achieve that transformation, they might have this nagging feeling of, how am I supposed to do this? How does this work? Can I do this? And if they're lost back at this "can I do this" place, they're not gonna take that action, they're not gonna take that leap of faith to enroll and to work with you. And so yet again, when you can start to take your information, put it in frameworks, and the word framework has gotten a lot of, a lot of confusion wrapped around it in the last few years. There's a guy, Alex Hormozy, that talks about frameworks a lot, but he's actually just talking about a process. He's talking about a five-step process. A framework is a tangible, visual, diagrammatic expression that holds your pillars or your method with that visual representation. And so when you can start to break things down in either phases or pillars and show the evolution of the work that your ideal audience, your ideal customer must go through in order to see that transformation, they start to have these moments in their head like, "Oh, I need this. I need to do this. I need to implement this. I need to understand this. I got it. Oh, and I also need to understand and implement this. I got it." Instead, if you're trying to convey and convince them, which we should never be convincing in our industry, right? We don't wanna push and prod and hope people get it and just pray and spray and say all the stuff that we think is relevant or helpful for them. It's gonna overwhelm them. It's gonna put them back on their heels. But if you can have this higher level contextual conversation to show how this framework allows them, without a shadow of a doubt, to get that transformation that they're after. When they see that for themselves, they have this buy-in, this, "Yes, I get it, I see it, I understand it, I feel it, I can come to know it," it becomes more concrete. One of my mentors, Mr. James Wedmore, who I've worked with for the last, 6 years or so, 7 years. I've spent probably more time studying and learning from James, spent more time consuming the things that James is doing inside his $10 million a year business. And one of the things that I'm starting to see from James, or I've been seeing for the years, is just his level of delivery when it comes to his message and his offers and his work. And he used to beat me up back in the day. He used to beat me up, and he would say, "Make it tangible. Make it tangible. What's tangible about this?" And it would just rattle my brain. I'm like, "I don't know. They're gonna have a better business, and they're gonna have more money and, things like that, and they're gonna have a more deeper purpose," and everything was so pie in the sky. It was such this huge message. And I see a lot of my clients and students getting into the same thing. They're talking about The transformation of what hypnosis can do for people. Hypnosis is the thing. They're trying to convince that hypnosis is the thing. I've got relationship experts and coaches that I'm working with. They're trying to sell that this way of doing a relationship is the key, but people don't come to fully grasp it until they can see it. You got to see it to believe it. So when you can start to build out these diagrams, these frameworks, your message, your offers, your presentations take on a whole new life. And so what I've decided to do is I'm creating a training, breaking down these 2 frameworks. And this isn't just, "Hey, let me show you these frameworks and show you a little bit and we're good." I would also love your participation to create your frameworks on this call together. It is a call that's designed, yes, for training because I wanna show you the psychology behind the frameworks, how to position them, how to use them. But also on this call, you're gonna implement and you're actually gonna create your framework to start using in your presentations. And I even use these on sales calls and things of that nature too, because it makes selling so much easier. I'm not selling myself. I'm not trying to convince, buy my products or my services or my course or my coaching. I want people to see the method, the process, the blueprint. And when they start to see it and when they understand that, yes, I can see how this will get me from this place of struggling, the problem, the suffering to where I want to be. And when they have this buy-in of the method, it makes selling pretty much unneeded. It's selling without selling. So if you're interested, all I'm gonna ask right now is that you just comment below with the word framework, and I'll make sure to get in touch to give you the registration page. This training is completely free. I thought about it and thought about it, against better advice, I should probably be charging for this, obviously, but I'm gonna do it for free. I've got some different things that I've got in mind, and I just wanna make sure that I can create this training to provide a tremendous amount of value for you, so that way you don't feel so salesy or sleazy, or if you don't feel that your message isn't hitting the mark, because I know what that feels like. You have a huge heart, you can help people, but if they can't see it for themselves, if they can't understand that, yes, this is the path, this is the way, that's my leader, I'm following him or her, then they're gonna continue to stay in their own way. They're gonna continue to suffer. And I have this fixed notion in my mind and in my heart that the work you're doing in your life, it freaking matters. And if you help one person with what you're doing, one person, you're not only helping one person, because that one person has changed, that one person has show up in the world differently. And that one person is gonna rub off and have an effect on other people, their significant other, their kids, their peeps at work, whatever the case may be. They're gonna be changed. So when you're helping one person, you're not really only helping one person. You're essentially changing the world. And for me, I know it in my heart that we need more heart-centered leaders, more peeps that are courageous and working from this place of personal power and knowing and trusting that my work matters. So that way we can get it out in the world more effectively, more clearly, and more powerfully. And it starts with doing the work ourselves. It starts with seeing and understanding our own message. So that way we can convey it where others can see it and understand it as well. So yet again, if you want to participate in this live experience, this live training, I'll be nailing down the dates here soon. I was just so excited about it. I wanted to jump on live. Comment below or send me a direct message with the word framework. And I would love to get you registered for that. Like I said, it's absolutely free. No strings attached. Actually, not even a pitch at the end. Okay. This is just me being of service. This is me seeing the value and helping you with your framework. And I do this with all my one-to-one clients. I do this call with all my students, if you will, when they enroll in my program because it's instrumental. It's where I would start. If I was starting a new business today, it's where I would start. So even if you have a seasoned business and you kind of think you have some frameworks and such, chances are I do things different. Chances are you're going to see something that you didn't see before. So send me a note, send me a comment, and until then, let's go help somebody today. Go help somebody today. Let it be easy, let it be fun, let it be light. We take this world so serious sometimes. It doesn't have to be hard. It Doesn't have to be so scary, doesn't have to be confusing. If you help somebody, you have goodwill coming back to you, and that's all we need to know. So, open your heart, get out of your head, step into your heart, and go help somebody today. Alright, much love, you guys. Let me know how else I can help. Talk soon.